Hey guys, what's up? It's Ian Poker Retro here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over how to create a roleplay server in the BrickRigs 1.0 update since the game recently came out of the Legacy stage. And personally, I like the update just for its features, but I still have to relearn the key bindings and stuff now since the game rewrote those key bindings. But if you're someone like me who wants to stay on the current update and not go back to the Legacy update like a ton of other people are, but still wants to host their roleplay servers, and then it keeps like deleting your vehicles and buildings and stuff that you place out just for the look of it when people are going by, or other things just like the server description. I'm going to show you how to change those. Hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, consider liking and subscribing, and comment down below at the end of the video what I should do in my next video. Let's get started. Okay, so you're going to want to start up your game, and then from here you're going to of course want to hit start game. And then let's go over the things you're going to want to change in the server menu. So of course, up here at multiplayer, most people are going to, usually you're going to want to set it to public if you're doing this for just random people out there. Private if it's with your friends, and no if it's just you, but then there's no use behind the roleplay. Usually role-playing on a server depending on what you're doing, but I'm going to leave mine as private just for the video, but I recommend public if you just want to have anybody be able to join. But once you choose what you want, go to next thing you want to do is, if you see server password, you can punch this in like a random password. I don't know, just random password, and then anybody you give that password to can get on the server. And then from there, that's if you want to have a password. If you don't, anybody can just join normally. And then from there, you've got server name. In my case, I'm just going to go with the generic common roleplay, Bricksville roleplay on the Bricksville map. From here, you can do a server description. I don't know, like, hi, hope you enjoy my RP server. And then, I don't know, for my case, I'm going to do a smiley face. And then from there, if you want to, you can actually put the rules here, since there's basically a very, very large limit to how many numbers you can have. So you could, or numbers and letters and characters you can have. So that means you could put almost as much as you want. Of course, it is limited, but you could basically put as much as you want. From there, you could put your rules in there also, which I'm just going to delete mine since I don't need it. And then from there, once you get your name and description in, you can choose how many players you want from here. And if you just click on this box here, it'll give you options. Sadly, you can't choose between every number between 2 and 16 now, but it still lets you choose a decent few numbers here. And then from there, you're of course going to want to choose your level for whatever your roleplay is, like, I don't know, off-roading roleplay, desert, or whatever. City roleplay for, I guess, city, or Bricksville roleplay, depending on whatever you want, of course. Then from here, you've got game mode, which if you're doing role-playing, I'm guessing you're probably going to be using sandbox mode usually. And then from here, you've got time of day. If you click right here on the number, it will let you change the number. Like here, let's put it there. It happens to be at not an even number. Well, I could change that exactly, or you could just choose between an approximate time. Let me fix this real quickly. There we go. And then just hit enter. And then simulate time of day means it cycles between day and night, but time of day will be like the time it starts if you have simulate time of day. And if you don't have simulate time of day on, it will always stay whatever time you have set. Or, of course, you could change that in-game. And then from there, you get to choose your weather between all the weathers that have existed. I don't think they added any new weathers with the recent update. And then from there, you could choose how many vehicles you want per player. You could go between, it used to be only 10 vehicles max, or 2 vehicles minimal. Now you can go unlimited, or 100. Actually, I think you can set a custom number. Never mind. You can still, but it's between 2 and 100. And they can have an unlimited amount of bricks per player on their vehicle, or a maximum of 50,000 with the custom cap limit, which is much higher than it used to be. Normally, I recommend at least 2,000 bricks. If you're going to have some small buildings, maybe 2,500 for some bigger buildings. And then you've got something here called vehicle auto removal delay. And this I'm going to go over last so that people don't miss this. But you'll see something here called, and this has been existent in most of the versions, it says admins can only spawn vehicles. That means if you turn that on, anybody who you've given the admin role to, or if only you or someone else has the admin role, only they can spawn vehicles or buildings, which are still classified as vehicles to the game. Invincibility is related to God mode, which used to be Control G, but now is if you're in a vehicle, click I, put your character in God mode, and if you hold it, it puts your vehicle in God mode, and if you're just walking around, holding or clicking I will put you in God mode. And then allow teleportation. This is just free cam. And then you've got weapons and explosions. If you want, I don't know, cops, but you want cops or something, you can allow weapons. And then if you want to have explosions, you can turn that on or off also. Just got to click on the box and it just slides. You can't click up here. You just have to click within this area that the slider is in. And back to the vehicle auto removal delay. This is related to vehicles and buildings randomly just disappearing if you spawn them. So in my case, we'll put it as milliseconds. Set it the lowest it can go. Here, actually, we'll set it as seconds. Like, just by default, it's a certain amount of time. We'll do 5 seconds. Host online game, and you can even set this to unlimited. Unlimited means, or infinite means vehicles will never despawn, or you can set it to however long you want it to wait before the vehicles and stuff despawn. We'll do 5 seconds for the demonstration. So of course, if it's in infinite mode, vehicles and buildings will never despawn, but in my case I've got it in the seconds mode. So I've got the car right here. We'll get out for 5 seconds, and it should just despawn. Yep. And then, of course, if I set it to infinite, it shouldn't despawn. Crank it up to infinite. If you're all the way at, like, seconds or minutes, if you just hit the arrow with a line, it goes all the way to the end. Same thing for this one, except it goes to the start with the milliseconds. Infinite. And then these just the arrows without, like, the line on them, just goes one at a time. So, got that. I'm going to set it to infinite. I'm going to hit apply. Continue, and anytime I spawn a car, it shouldn't despawn. Let's get out for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay, so you get the point. It's not going to despawn anymore. It's going to stay here for basically forever. Or until you close the server. But otherwise, your vehicles or buildings you place won't ever despawn, which is nice. So I think that's about it for the video. Sorry if I seemed a little kind of, I don't know, just off focus, like kind of point. It's because I just threw this together without any script or anything, just to get it out there, just to help people. But if it did help you, consider liking and subscribing. Of course, if you hate my channel, please give me feedback in the comments other than a dislike. And if you just flat out hate me, put a dislike. I don't care. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, later and out.